Hello, I'm at Roots 2023. Today is the second day of this big event of the aviation industry, and I am sitting here at the Tampa International Airport stand, and with me I have Miss Veronica
Cintron. Yes.
Cintron from the Tampa International Airport. So Veronica, how has been your experience in Roots 2023?
It's been very busy for us at Tampa International Airport. This is a phenomenal opportunity to reconnect with existing business partners as well as really look at new possibilities for our airport and our market. And it's been extremely busy in a very positive way. It's been very productive.
Please share something with our readers about your plans for the future on sustainable travel.
Yes. For us at Tampa International Airport, sustainability is incredibly important. It's a priority as an airport that exists very close to the water, and our proximity to Tampa Bay means that we are at risk for things like storm surge and the impacts of hurricanes, which in Florida can be common. It's a threat we face every year. So for us as an airport, sustainability means making sure that we're not only thinking of protecting our resources and building sustainably and that we're creating sustainable experience for the travelers that we serve, but that we also think about the future and how we're constructing facilities that last many, many years that are ready for the threats that we face in our state, such as hurricanes. So we recently, in the last 2 years, completed a new building on our campus called Sky Center 1. It is an office building on the Tampa Airport campus that won a LEED Platinum Award for its sustainability measures and how we are efficient in things like the use of water, efficient in our use of recycled materials in building this new property. And so that is one aspect in which we obviously focus and celebrate sustainability at the airport. But for us, we have a new airside that's getting built and breaking ground next year in 2024. That airside will also be built with sustainability in mind, making sure that we have resilient facilities that can withstand, again, high winds should the risk of a hurricane threaten our facilities.
Tell me something about your expectations of revenue earning from in terms of tourist arrivals, particularly after the opening of the borders.
Of which borders?
Of the international borders, the post-pandemic travel.
So for us at Tampa International Airport, being one of the 4 major airports in the state of Florida, we've had a very aggressive post-pandemic recovery. For us as an airport, that means that we currently serve about 23 million passengers a year in the fiscal year that just closed here last month, and we are on track to serving 25 million passengers in the coming year, which means it's been a very strong recovery from the pandemic. We serve more destinations now than we did before 2020 when the pandemic hit. And so tourism is booming for the state of Florida, and all of the airports, the major hubs, are benefiting from it. We are very close to the best beaches in the country, in the United States, and so Tampa International Airport is blessed by the fact that we see a lot of that inbound tourism, but we also have a lot of originating traffic. People in Tampa Bay who travel a lot, and we have a great mix between that tourism and originating traveler at the airport. So that's something that's very beneficial for our airlines.
How closely are you working with the tourism authorities to attract more tourists to Tampa?
What is quite unique about the way that Tampa Airport does business is that every time we are trying to attract new business for the airport, it's something we don't do alone. We do it very closely linked to the economic development organizations in our community. We do it working very closely, as you mentioned, with our tourism organizations, because we know the business is not just beneficial to the airport, it's going to be beneficial to the region. And so as we do business and we try to attract new carriers, those are incredibly important relationships for us as an airport, and they stand by our efforts as an airport. These organizations want to champion the new business. They want to support these flights that are coming to our area and making sure that we can get the business community engaged in supporting the new flights, as well as our local residents in celebrating these new airlines coming into the region.
What are your plans for future
Yes. So one of the biggest things
in terms of aviation,
Yes.
in terms of tourism,
Yes.
taking everything in a nutshell.
Yes, I'm glad you asked that question. So I touched a little bit of a new airside we're going to start building that will open to the public in 2028. It is our first new airside in 20 years. And this new airside will allow us to accommodate another 13 million more passengers a year. We talked about how aggressive the recovery post-pandemic has been for Florida and for our region in Tampa Bay. And so we're excited to bring this new airside terminal online because it will give us another 16 gates with international capacity so we can continue bringing in new business to the region.
Okay, so thank you for your time.